वेलकम बॉयज़। आज फिर से बात हो गई इसी बारे में कि जो लोग रिदा को, जो लोग अपूर्वा को अपनी मदर मानते हैं, who consider themselves to be bad bitches, they are not that, they are just bad people with questionable character and with questionable morals. So आज मैंने एक वीडियो देखा रिदा का जिसमें एक बार वीडियो देखते हैं फिर बात करेंगे इस पूरी चीज़ के बारे में।
This year, I was like, I'm gonna go on more dates. I've gotten comfortable with myself so much. What if the right person walks in and I'm just so scared to allow him in my life and ruin my sacred space? So I have been asking few of my friends, knowing that they know me, to set me up on blind dates. And I did go on a few of them. And my very first blind date was in the month of January. And let me tell you how that went. First date was all okay. So we go out another date. Here I am telling him about something that I'm going through. It was actually about my mom. I have not even finished a sentence and he's already given me a solution. I say something, he's like, take her to hospital. Just get this done, then bring her here. I'm like, bro.
Fair from her side, this can be irritating, but you need to understand one thing which you won't understand because you're that close minded. Anyway, I'll give you the basic ideology behind why a man does this. Men usually are very solution oriented. They see a problem, they want a solution, and they want to get it over with. Men do not like keeping tabs. The thing that men hate the most genuinely is to collect tabs and just not being able to figure a way out of it, right? So men are always on their toes in a way that they, if they see a problem, they need the solution to it, and suggesting a solution is a part of it, right? I get your point, but that can be very, very, very irritating. I understand that because someone is either cutting you off mid sentence or someone is not letting you finish. Someone is you do not need the solutions. जो कि बार बार ये वाली बात भी आ जाती है कि when a woman talks to you about something, you do not have to present them with solutions. You just need to listen sometimes. But it can happen that usually men do not understand this thing, and it's genuinely hardwired in us in a way that we just want to get things over with, right? A lot of things in our lives are just as good as checkpoints. We consider those things to be checkpoints. So we are faced with a problem where this person is talking about something that's going on with her mother, something that has to do with a hospital or whatever that may be, and the guy just continuously bombards her with solutions. That can get irritating. I understand that point.
If you let me speak, you would know that I have tried everything that you just said. Why?
Fair enough.
While I keep trying to speak and have a conversation with him, he keeps interrupting me. I am like, what the f? Go to this coffee place, we're sitting down, having a conversation, and then he goes on to say something about his life. He's like, I'm trying this, I'm trying that. So I sit down, I have my mouth shut, I listen to him entirely, and then I'm like, hey, do you want to know what I think about this? Do you want my opinion? And he goes, yeah, please. So I go on to say what I think about it, and I was like, did you see what I did there? He was like, what? You were talking, I did not interrupt you, I let you speak. When you finished, I asked you, do you want to know my opinion about it? And he was like, now you do. It's like, I'm just learning. You're 30 years old.
This is what pissed me off. First of all, you are treating him like a child and you're trying to explain this thing in an activity where you are presenting him with a fake scenario and then you teach him a lesson because you think you know better. And then when he gets it, and then when he tries to make effort according to your own proposal, the way that you tried to teach him, it's irritating to you because he's 30 years old, because he's an adult and he's learning. The person could have just gotten up after feeling like he's been insulted and could have just walked off the date. That was an option for that person. But the fact that he stayed, he understood what you're trying to say, and then he said ki okay, fine, I understand, and I'll do better. I'm learning. Everybody is learning. Rida is not a perfect human being. Rida is not even a good friend. I don't know why she's trying to have this moral superiority where she thinks that the way she wants life to be will be a norm for everybody else. This absolutely pissed me off, because even as psychologists we do not like teach people, spoon feed them these things. We consider them to be adults, and we have our own conversations, which may lead to introspection, right? But this kind of activity that you did, considering yourself to be a teacher in that moment, and then you went ahead and you taught your lessons to that guy, considering him to be a child who you're trying to teach something, and when he's accepting it, when he's when he's accepting his mistake, when he's trying to learn from this event that you put him inside, you have a problem with it because he's an adult and he hasn't learned it yet. A lot of people have not learned basic decency yet. A lot of people have not understood why and how you should shut up on the internet and not talk about someone else without their consent on the internet. That person will be seeing this reel and that person will be hurt by this reel. So you do not have that basic decency to keep your mouth shut and keep these things to yourself and not make content out of insulting someone basically, putting someone down basically, right? अभी और भी बहुत सारे लोग मेरे कमेंट सेक्शन में अभी आ जाएंगे जो रिदा को प्रेफर करते हैं उनका इसका कंटेंट देखना, एंड दे विल से तू रिदा का नाम यूज़ करके उसका नाम का फ़ायदा उठा के तू वीडियो बना रहा है एंड यू आर गेटिंग व्यूज़ आउट ऑफ इट. रिदा आज तक मर्दों का नाम यूज़ करके अपना पूरा करियर बना के बैठी हुई है, उसके ऊपर बैठी हुई है. तो क्या एक मर्द उसका नाम यूज़ करके अपना करियर नहीं बना सकता? करियर नहीं बनेगा मेरा इसकी वजह से, बिकॉज शी एब्सोल्युटली मीन्स नथिंग टू मी और टू एनीबडी इन माई सर्कल, बट आई कैन गेट सम व्यूज़ बिकॉज दिस इज़ एन important topic that I was genuinely pissed off about. You're trying to baby someone into learning something that you could have just talked. Communication is very easy, by the way. If you tell someone कि ये problem है मेरी ज़िंदगी में, which you tried, I appreciate that you wanted to have a conversation, but instead of doing this act of getting into a scenario and see what I did there, I think you should learn this and you should do better. And when he's saying, okay, fine, I'll learn it from you because I think I will have to adapt to your situations, and if I have to think of a future with you, I'll consider these things and I'll learn these things. And you have a problem with that. That's very stupid. That's very stupid as a human being. It's not even about genders anymore. It's just you are a bad person, Rida. You are a bad person. And you do not understand the value of one, friendship, two, relationships, and three, basic decency. If you are a normal human being, you wouldn't be doing this. Demeaning someone on the internet, which you have done before when Apurva had her breakup, and you're doing it again because this is your experience and you feel like you will get views out of it. You would not be doing this for content, right? And anybody who's following her, I think you should first of all make better life choices, and second of all focus on your studies, because I don't think you are an adult yet. Stop calling these people your mother. Stop calling these people your idols. I'll make a proper video talking about this one, Apurva, Rajat Dalal, Elvish Yadav, anybody who's an idol to this generation. उसके बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे, ठीक है? मिलते अगले वीडियो में, बाय.